Hello sawubona mbukeli, welcome to Yilungelo Lakho. It's your right uhlelo olunilethela indaba, ixwayiso nakho konke okuthinta wena njengomthengi. Ngiyanibingelela nonkeke ngingu-Alisha Kajali. Nikhumbule mbukeli ukuthi ekuhambeni kwesikhathi ngizokupha phela nawe ithuba lokuthi nawe ubambe iqhaza ohlelweni lethu namhlanje. Ungashayela ucingo ku-011 714 6918 or 714 6919. Ungasithumela i-email noma usithole kuma-social media platforms ethu. Asihlale phezu kodaba lethu la namhlanje mbukeli. Mbukeli, njengoba i-post office kuyiyo kumele ukuthi iqhubeke nokukhokhela abantu imali yesibonelelo phecelezi ama-social grants, kodwa kusenokudideka nokungazisisi ukuthi lokhu kahle kahle kuzokwenzeka kanjani. Kusekhona futhi nezikweletu nezinye inkinga eziningi engakaxazululwa mayelana nalomkhakha okhona okwamanje. Awuthi siza ukuthi umphakathi wona wazi kangakanani ngezinguquko zokukhokhelwa kwezibonelelo zikahulumeni.
We know ukuthi post office take over kusasa, but we don't know ukuthi kuzosebenza kanjani. Can we have the clarity on that?
Nanto bekayazi nje ukuthi ikhathi yaphela ningi but bangayazi ukuthi itshintsho lakhona kuzoholwa njani.
Ngizothi kuzojintsha but asikho updated ngayo le nto le. Sesilindile ukuza ukuthi itshintsha nini ngenzakalani ngayo.
Especially abantu abadala abafundisekile abazi kufanele nikwazi ukuthi nibabekele abantu ngaphambili abazobasiza uma befika la bazohola khona e-post office ukuthi iqhubekani kiwapi igcinaphi.
Ngoba manje ogogo bathi imali yabo mhlambe ngeke bayithole ngoba manje basadidekile.
Sabezimpela abantu bayakhuluma mbukeli badidekile kodwa kungesabi. Sibize izivakashi namhlanje izokwazi phela ukuthi zisicacisele kabanzi ngokusebenza kwalendlela entsha phela ukukhokhela kwama-social grants nezinye inkinga ezikhona. Masamukela intokazi uma uthandiwe Zulu ovela kwi-Black Sash. Siphinde sibe naye insizwa uPaseka Letsatsi, yena-ke uvela kwaSASSA. Mbukeli-ke besiyimemile na i-post office kodwa-ke bathi ngebhadi abakwazi ukuthi babe nathi namhlanje. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Senamukela. Ngiyajabula mina ukuthi nikhona nobabili la. Mazulu awusichazele kabanzi nina mhlawumbe abanye abantu abaningi abangazi ukuthi mhlawumbe i-Black Sash nithinteka kanjani when it comes to imisebenzi yama-social grant.
U-Black Sash uyinhlangano non-governmental organization. I-focus yomsebenzi wethu ubheka ku-social security from section 27 of the Constitution. So social security we split her into two, in a social assistance and a social insurance.
Okay.
So for social assistance, last bega konindaba zama grants. Ukuthi umkhakha wama grants unikezeleka kanjani kumphakathi nokuthi umphakathi uthola ngendlela eyiyo, uthola uphelele and uthola ngendlela ebenza ngendlela enobuntu phakathi.
All right. But Paseka, siyazi ukuthi i-post office ithatha over ama-payments as of the 1st of April this year. Osichazele kabanzi insizwa, how ready is i-SASSA in terms of ukuthi bahande over to i-post office ukuthi iqhubeke nale ikhokho?
And I think the process of handover to post office is going quite well. The post office went to Parliament, I think, last week.
Yes.
And in their presentation, they did assure Parliament that they are ready to take over the distribution of social grants. We are working very well with post office to ensure that there is this particular smooth handover of processes to post office. But remember, we also have the current payment contractor, which has to make sure that there's a phase in and phase out of about 6 months, lasting to September.
Okay, and then maybe just to clarify here, but Paseka, because we've heard this in the news before, just I mean, we've heard in the news ukuthi CPS was requesting a bit of an extension. Maybe if you can just clarify ukuthi loku kahle kahle kuchaza ukuthini? Kuchaza ukuthi post office ngeke wakhokha ama grant ngalesikhathi lesa sithi izoqala ngayo, or what does this extension actually entail?
What actually means is that post office contract is coming on the 1st of April.
Yeah.
But as an organization, we just did not want total collapse of system. You need to have a situation where you take, it's like a relay.
Okay.
You know, in a relay,
yeah.
and if you check relay, there's about 3 seconds where someone is holding the baton and both athletes run together.
Yeah.
I think that's the intention of making sure that there's
transition time.
Exactly. Transition in the sense of social grants.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. But maybe Mazulu, I mean, there's been a wide range of issues with the current system, yama lokuzane, yama payments, yama social grants, ngakhuluma ngokuthi kusena loans, and so forth. What has been your biggest issue as i-Black Sash when it comes to the current payment system yelokhuzane yama social grant?
Inkinga yethu enkulu ukuthi kule process ebeyenzeka kwenzekile ukuthi lo benikwezwe i-contract angene into ama processes of selling ama airtime of selling ama loans, electricity, funeral benefits, yes, all of those things, which in actual fact, asithi abathengi abangazitholi lezo zinto, kodwa abazithole under the truth. Kungabi ukuthi uzithola sowuhleli une loan ongazi ukuthi ifike kanjani kuwe ongazange wayoyicela, ongazitholi ubhadara i-funeral policy ongazi ukuthi ifike kanjani kuwe. So unfortunately we have had instances where people are sitting with those things, and they were sitting with those things under the SASA branded card. And then we engaged SASA, and I think I need to also clarify ukuthi in our intervention as a nje sithole sesikhuluma nje emaphepheni siqale si-engage with the party that is actually involved so that we are able to sort things out by it is through the contract egu-CPS ehleli ku-CPS. U-CPS asikhumbula ukuthi uyi-subsidiary ka-Net1, and u-CPS ake yena yedwa oyi-subsidiary, unamanye ama-companies ama-subsidiaries. So those companies would be selling like Moya Manje, you would have like your money line, they are all part of Net1. So in that process of a grant beneficiary, those products were sold. That is why in the Constitution, in the Constitutional Court ruling, that should not be happening within the system. And Guma funeral policies, yes, the Social Assistance Act covers the area, a funeral scheme that a beneficiary can take, but Guma adults, it should not be more than 10%. So, however, it must be Guma systems now. Now, a beneficiary patarama funeral policies are more than the 10%. Now, when the minister came in with the change of regulations, kwaba no msindo. Kodwa ke SCS aqaphela ke emva kwalokho ukuthi the very same CPS yafaka manje u-EPE. U-EPE is pay everywhere. The green card that we're talking about. That green card takes the beneficiary out of the system kaSASA imise yedwa as a consumer. Now, mayise kudeducteke lezo imali. Thina njengenhlangano ama-calls engena e-ofisini lethu kuthi nginenkinga kanje uthola ukuthi une-green card. Uyithole kanjani i-green card? We've got proof, and in terms of the court submission papers that we submitted of clients that are saying in actual fact leli card ngalithola ngiyohola satshelwa ukuthi masingathathi lama card ngeke siwuthole umholo wethu because uSASA uyashintsha from ama-card. Unfortunately, it was a question of communication, and now ama-beneficiaries ahleli nalamakhadi akhona angayenzi ngathi wonke umuntu ungene under false pretense. Bakhona abangene befuna vele lamakhadi ngoba lamakhadi abanikeza i-access to ama-loans. But again, when you look at how that process happens in line with the National Credit Act, there was also a gross violation of the act, because in terms of affordability test and all that, they should be assessed. So uthola ukuthi now umuntu uhleli ne-loan ubhadara more than the amount that asibheke, why do we have a grant system in the first place? It is because people are those people who are in that net are people that are unable to support themselves. Or the ones that are dependent on
Mazulu,
them.
Let me just interject in there. I mean, looking at Amalokuzana Sabone, the whole saga in terms of acquiring abantabasha bazokhokhela ama-grants, have you looked at all these problems, Lezi Umazulu ayirezayo, and those that were raised by ama communities? I mean, also, I mean, there was a violation yomthetho lana abantu bethatha benikeza abantu amaloni without proper assessment. Have you totally looked at this, and are you completely confident Uguti, when the post office takes over, we're not going to be hearing about such things?
And I think we have learned such that the Constitutional Court obviously made a pronouncement in terms of the ownership of the data. And we can confidently say that the data is going to be in the hands of the South African Social Security Agency.
Okay.
That is the information of the beneficiaries and so on. But secondly, what we have agreed is that it says each and every beneficiary, you cannot take more than 10% of the amount of the grant type. We have had instances where a person is forced to take about 5 to 10 funeral policies. And, and I think generally we know that when you die, you only die once. You don't die 10 times, you know. But those are the things which we have kept in check. And that's why I'm saying the protection of the beneficiary data, it's solely the responsibility of the South African Social Security Agency. But one thing which we need to make very clear to the public, i-card lesasa alika-change.
Okay, also
if lizo-change i-card lesasa, thina njengabantu besasa sizokhuluma nomphakathi sibatshele ukuthi i-card selitshintshile mhlawumbe seliso, but kwamanje i-card lesasa alika-change. And siyazi ukuthi khona abantu beya lapha kuma-pay points, but no kumele utshintshe i-card lakho lesasa uthathe i-card leso, ayikho lento leyo. Sicela nje ukuthi umphakathi wazi ukuthi i-card lethu lisasenjalo, line-coat of arms namakhala wesasa.
Okay, all right, but Pasek, we're going to go into further detail in a short while. Miss Boyambugeli Elokuzene Kefin, because ngifuna ukunderstand ngempela ukuthi wena irresponsibility yakho njengomuntu othola i-grant yini kahle kahle kumele ukuthi uyenze. Mbukeli siyabuya khona manje ungayendawo. Welcome back, Mbogeli. Usungabamba iqhaza kodabeni lethu ngokuthi usithinte la e-studio 0117146918 or 71469119. Alternatively, usithumele i-email ku-consumer@sabc.co.za. Sitholakala futhi ku-Facebook. Arusilandela ube isithunzi sethu lapha ku-Twitter. Ngaphambi kokuthi siqhubeke nodaba lethu, asiza ukuthi abanye benu bathini ngalolu hlelo olusha lokuthi ama-social grant azokhokhwa kanjani.
Kuzoba inkinga ngempela because kuzowenza ukuthi behambe umango omude ukuthi bethola imali lezo from ama-post office, and bazospenda imali eningi futhi.
It's not a good idea at all. It's a good idea because obvious abanye abantu abanayo access kuma-post office bona bathi kwenzakaleni ngabo.
It's very easy for everyone, the post office, we know, and post office all over, and the 9 is in the post office.
Dibona kuyindlela right because awungeke uthole ama-charges like amanye ama-bank.
Affect awami la khole bank or a bank sazoyarse sonke sizohamba se-post office thola kunama-queue.
Abantu basemakhaya abangena access kwi-post office bazothola imali yabo njengoba bebeqhele ukuyithola. Njengoba bebesiya kuma-point bayohola imali yabo yomndende kuzoba njalo until i-post office ilungise indaba yezindawo ezingenayo i-post office.
Very important issues. It seems like abantu bayazi ngempela ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani, but abanye they still think ukuthi this is not a good idea. Maybe let's just get your views on ukuthi abantu bathini, but Pasek ucabangani wena ngaloko abakushoyo?
No, I think we have just agreed with post office that we need to embark on a communication strategy. We need to both go to the community and just educate them. Because we just realized that while we are trying to sort ourselves, kukhona abantu belokhu bahamba la emalokishini bakhuluma amanga post office nesasa. So we have just agreed the post office that it's important that we go to the communities and try to talk to them. Yes, we can talk to TV, yes, we can talk to radio, but we have taken a decision to go directly, especially during our paydays.
Okay.
I know that last month, staff SASA all over the country, they were instructed by the CEO that they must go to all the pay points and start interacting and giving people information about this process. Because remember, these people, they make use of the, when they see a little bit of confusion, that's where they come in.
True.
Yeah.
Bazamu confuse abantu bese bebathathisa amaloni. Mazulweni thini ngale, what do you think about ama notions and the views of some of abantu, particularly abantu abathinto ukuthi bahola ama social grants? Do you think there is enough information out there available for them?
I have to say that in terms of our reflections, communication, like Basega Esho, is not very clear.
Yeah.
And I think I also need to raise the fact that post office is not the only place where grants are going to be paid. There's also, SASA is talking about the hybrid model. I don't want to talk to it at length because we still have questions as Black Sash to clarify. Like, for instance, if you're looking at issue here, there's post office, there's bank, there are merchants. And merchants like your Pick and Pays and all of those, I think Baseka would be a better place to respond to that.
No, so
however, in terms of the whole issue here, post office Nati, we were saying, look, it's not very clear. You have the grant beneficiaries that already are in the banking system. The communication, those who abantu labo abaziyele bona kuma bank bathi bakhetha ukuthi imali yabo ibhadarwe ku bank. Now loyo muntu loyo uyavuma nokuthi ibank kayideduct as per any normal bank account. Now ku situation esibhekana nayo manje, communication has gone out. There's a lot of confusion out there kubokoko. But abathi, for me, regardless of where the cocoa is coming from, I think it's uba west kulo buye makhaya. Aba la ku urban area, aba nenkinga nokuthi fanele manje communication ithi impression created ukuthi fanele baye kuma bank wabo. Bayozivulela ama-account or if i-account ikhona bayivuselele then babuye beze kusasa nebank nencwadi yasebhenki iletha yasebhenki bazothi ngicela ukuthi ningiholele la. And what is not communicated clearly, I think, however, the letter that went from SASA, you will bear the cost, but the client is not reading that. And constitutionally, the client is not supposed to bear the cost. Imali yakhe fanele ithole yonke iphelele. And kushuthi okwamanje bekunengxoxo phakathi kwamabhenki no SASA and the ministerial interministerial committee. Ebe engage namabhenki ukuze bathole a standardized bank account specific for bank beneficiaries ezizobapha opportunity ukuthi akwazi withdraw for free, maybe 3 of our withdrawals statements like for free, where the state will bear the cost. Now those processes are not complete yet. Already communication is out to say if you choose to go out.
Mazulu bamba lapho because ngathi ilokhuzana mic yakho ngathi awusazwakali kahle, but I just want to take our first caller on the line, Alina, all the way from eThokoza. Alina, thank you so much for ukubamba. Siyakwamukela ohlelweni umbuzo noma umbono.
Yebo mama, ngicela ukukhuluma concerning post office yaseThokoza.
Yebo ma.
Abakho ngeke bazi bakhona isipita laphayana, nathi sikhona laphayana. Abantwana babo mama baholayo. So ayikho indlela enye ningabanceda ngayo na?
All right, Baseka.
Ngizokhuluma ngepost office yaseThokoza. I think ispeaker angizwanga kahle ukuthi
all right. Mama Alina usakhona Ntokazi?
Yebo mama.
All right, ngicela usiphindele futhi lo mbuzo Ntokazi.
Ipost office yaseThokoza mama imali kakhulu eningasemuva kwamashop. So thina njengoba baba abantwana nabo gogo angeke sizosimele ngale icela nyenze inspection nakhona ukuthi kuba njani. Kuzolinga na.
Oh, okay, all right. Basically, uthi i-post office yaseThokoza incane kakhulu and mama nogogo bamba nezingane, so she's appealing if ukuthi mase kuvulwa ilokhuzana i-post office yakhona as a pay point ukuthi bangakhona ukuthi niba increasele i-space. I mean, let's talk about this. Would you be looking at things like that in terms of ukuthi ama pay points, are they suitable enough for the type of people that are coming to collect grants, Pasek?
No, we will be doing that with post office.
Okay.
I would have been glad that if post office was here so that they can be able to speak for themselves. But I can safely say that as an organization, the post office, so that we are able to make sure that there's a smooth payment of our beneficiaries. Like what we can simply tell you that there are other payment channels which people can be able to utilize, like merchants and so on. But I think the way we are working together with post office, we are trying to make sure that when people go and get their pay, we deal with those particular problems.
But Pasaka, let's get more clarity on this because ngimzulu mazulu ngempela uyachaza lana. I think ubethe wena uzichazela abanzi nami, this is the first time ngizwa. What is this hybrid model? Into hlampe is it still in initial stages, or it's something that you're going to implement as part of this new payment system? How is it going to work?
I actually avoid using the word hybrid model.
Okay.
Because I knew it was going to confuse people.
Okay.
So, but in essence, we are saying it's various payment channels.
Okay.
Like ukhuluma nge-post office, ukhuluma ngama-merchants, ukhuluma ngama-banks, and so on and so on. But
no pick and pay,
it is the right of the individuals. Mauza ema-ofisini wethu, i-right lakho to choose what method of payment you want. But I can tell you now that i-post office, it's dealing with the issues of card production and card issuance and payment of social grant.
Okay.
Thina njengesasa currently we are dealing with the issues of enrollment from application until approval.
Oh,
and I think remember the current payment contractor used to do everything at once.
Yeah.
So we have separated that and so on. But the post office is to make sure that people get their pay, get their cards and so on.
Okay.
So but we have committed ourselves and we said we'll also partner with Black Sash so that when we go on in this aggressive communication to our people, who are able to clarify what is that they are supposed to do, what is that they are not supposed to do. Because in actual fact, we are sick and tired that we must always come to the TV and explain that somebody is complaining about they instead of getting 1,500, a person find themselves getting 700 and so on. So, but going forward, that matter will be dead.
Okay. No,
we can safely say we are on course. But like I'm saying, you'll never say it won't happen until somebody comes through the back door and use the relationship or whatever policy to say.
But there will always be gebengu.
Yeah.
There will always be gebengu, but let's just hope for Christ's sake, for goodness sake, ukuthi kahle kahle lezinto kahle kahle i-hand over, it's actually going to be a smooth transition. Asathu Violet all the way from eTembisa. Ntokazi siyakwamukela umbuzo noma umbona?
Hello mama, umbuzo.
Buza Ntokazi.
Ngicela ukubuza kulabantu njengoba ngibona abantu abaningi baphethe wona lama green card lawo. Njengoba i-change imali ingena ku post offices. Kuzenzakalani ngabo? And incedo bamele ukuthi balithole, bamele ukuthi bayenze kanjani njengoba abanye bangene without knowledge ukuthi kwenzakalani kahle kahle. They will continue getting their monies or they will end up not getting their monies.
Okay, who wants to take that one?
Advice that we can give is if at the moment uphethe green card and you are aware ukuthi awuyidingi, you prefer to go to a post office account or you prefer to go to your bank, unalo ilungelo lokuthi uhambe uyokhansela lelo card ubuyele kasasa bakufake bakubuyisele back to your SASSA card. Like bengike ngasho earlier on ukuthi baningi abantu abaphethe ama green card abangene ku green card ngendlela okungasiyo. So i-opportunity le yokuthi ubheke mawuthi awulithandi ilungelo, ukhumbula ukuthi njengomthengi, even if you are a grant beneficiary umthengi and unamalungelo, so unalo ilungelo lokuthi opt out uyosho ukuthi angisalifuni. And we have a case currently of an office yona yabo EPE eyala ukukhansela la card, and which is something that we are actually looking into and we will be taking them on because it's like babophela abantu. And again there are cases and also instances at the moment in Mpumalanga actually of the cases that we know and we have Mpumalanga, nase KZN, and some of the cases are also here in Gauteng, where grant beneficiaries are told ukuthi they should change from the SASSA card to a green card. The very same message that was going on around when people got into the green card is still being perpetuated, and I think that's misbehavior from the service provider. Look, because those beneficiaries, the one case is in Greyton, which is in Mpumalanga. The next office that they can get one is in Emelo. So and those are cases that last week they are queuing outside the stores like your Boxer stores to say to people, shift to a green card. If you don't shift today, you're not going to be paid. And in terms of a cancellation process, it will take this person money, it will take time, it will take it distance in the first place.
Look, maybe let's talk about this. I don't know if you can shed more clarity on this, because this issue keeps coming up. With the new system coming in, this is now a time for wonke umuntu okade ehola igrant oseyithole senekhadi engalazi nokuthi livelaphi ukuthi azifake emkhakheni alright. Now you were explaining la ukuthi isasa card ichaza ukuthi umuntu information yakhe iphethwe inini. So that's the way to go.
Yes.
Basically. How is it going to umuntu angaqala kanjani ke manje to go, do they have to go and register for a completely new card ukuthi benze sure ukuthi information yabo ibuyela back kunina? And what happens to the loans leze bese zize nama green cards zizofola away yini?
No, not necessarily. I think that's why we want to talk to beneficiaries.
Yeah.
They must know ukuthi icard lesasa alga change.
Okay.
And I think basizwile must batshela ukuthi icard lesasa alga change. But two, unfortunately, if you take a card which is not the SASSA card, which is purple for an example, you get out of our system.
Okay.
Information yakho yonke izophathwa kulo muntu lo othatha ikhati lakhe. So if uthathe i-loan, bane access ku information yakho, you can take 1,000 rand, and angithi uyazi ukuthi ama loan sharks asebenza kanjani.
Yeah.
You take 1,000 rand, they take 1,250 to pay. In fact, maso ungenile le ama loan sharks angeke ukuthi uphinde uphume.
That's true.
So that is why besitshela abantu ukuthi baba siyazi ukuthi abantu baya kuma boxer bame lapha babeka ama store ukuthi ne if ungachange ikhadi lesasa by come the 15th of March, and you know they are taking advantage of poor people.
Absolutely.
And they are getting into that space and taking money from the most poor people in our community. But what we just want to appeal to our people, and we know that our people listen, that they must never, ever, ever change their card to anything else. Which we have not done it now. The post office will go to the communities. But ikhadi lesasa selilitshintshile. But kwamanje ikhadi lesasa alikachange.
Mbukeli ikhadi lesasa alikakashintshi, uzokhona ukuthi uhambe ngalo uyodrawa imali yakho ye-social grant e-post office. Ake sithathe uThabile phansi kwamakhuthi, intokazi yangakithi ke le siyakwamukela ntokazi, umbuzo noma umbono.
Yebo njani?
Siyaphila ntokazi, unjani wena?
Ngiyaphila, kusho ukuthi mina nginomzukulu.
Yebo ntokazi.
Umntwana uthole ingane age of 18. Kwaphola ukuthi ngibhalisele omunye usisi angibhalisele yena ugogo womzukulu. Imali last month ayikaziphume, le yanyanga akaziphume. This month yaphuma iyodwa. Manje ngathi ngalokho kusasa usiza kanjani. And okunye sisi ngizwa kuthiwa angane mama helezi uma into khona nitho umuntu ngishabe thuna ingane eziwu sizohola 500 rand. Ngabe into khona le.
Okay, all right. Awubamba njalo ntokazi bathi ukuphendula before uhamba. What do you know about this?
I think abantu if banama problems aso ngizoba advise ukuthi baye e-office lesasa.
Okay.
If ungakwazi ukuye e-office lesasa, you can call our toll-free number, which is 0800 60 1011.
Okay.
Inamba lebazoyifonela then basho ukuthi kune problem, because kwamanje I can't tell ukuthi problem yini.
Oh, okay.
But it's only if ngiya ku system ngibona anginikeze nje ama information so that sikwazi ukuthi simtshele ukuthi iproblem kahle kahle yini.
All right, sisithabile ngezwe ke ntokazi ukuthi uyezwa lapho uthi kuthiwa ahamba nje wena uye straight e-office lakho lelokhuzana lesasa noma ufonele le toll free number, so ife nansi lapha escreenini ubachazela ukuthi inkinga yakho, ngoba uthi ubhuti baseka kazi kahle kahle ukuthi mhlambe inkinga ngabe ilele kuphi la ekutheni ukuthi lama social grants la obu-applyele abantwana angathola kanjani. And then le yama 3 kids ukuthi noma unabantwana abathathu uzohola u500 rand.
That's a misinformation.
Okay, hayi ke Thabile le uyezwa ke ntokazi ama-hem futhi amanga. It's not even ama-hem ama-rumors le amanga. It's not possible. Ake sizuthi nithini lapha ku Facebook ubonga Nkosi Mkhize uthi my question is siyezwa kuthiwa iSAPO, which is the South African Post Office, will take over to pay grants as of the 1st of April ngalo nyaka. Manje lamakhadi esinawo sizowenze njani and ama-loans asenziwe iwona azothiwani to those who will complete in December, and these green cards athiwani. All right, so I think we're going to actually talk about these, Ms. Boya. Johan, please keep my Facebook messages on screen so that we can tackle them and also get feedback from our guests. Mbukela ungayindawo siyabuya la sikhuluma ama-social grants ukuthi njengoba i-post office ithatha amakhadi enu niwasebenzisa imaphi ningayindawo hlalani lapho. We're coming back after this. Welcome back. Udaba lethu namhlanje is of course ukuthi wena usuzoyithola kanjani imali yakho ye-social grant, imali yesibonelelo uma phela i-post office isithatha over. Which card are you going to use? Uzothola yini imali uma ungena ebhenki? Izona lezo ndaba esiyidingida namhlanje. Ngihleli nensizwa uBhuti Paseka ovela eSASSA nentokazi uMazulu-ke yena-ke uvela kwa-Black Sesha abathatha iy'nkinga zenu bayilethe la ukuthi sizizwe ukuthi yithini. Nginayo intokazi usizakele all the way from a straight view, and then I'll take a look at your Facebook messages. Sizakele sekwamukela ntokazi umbuzo noma umbono.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu Alicia. Umbono mntakwethu.
Yebo ntokazi qhubeka.
Ama-grants esezobhadala ema-post office mainly abantu abadala nalabo abanabantwana angeke baphumelele mhlawumbe ukuya emabhenki akude le bazoya khona la ema-post office. Ema-post office mancane futhi nje nabantu abasebenza khona la ema-post office basebenza ngokukhulu ukuzigedla. Bayanibukelela nje nime emalayini nize siqhuma ama-veins nilindile uthola ukuthi ni-6 nje elayini under normal circumstances nje kungakazi nokuthi kuzoba khona bazoholela lapho ema-post office kukangakanani lo, or maybe kuzoba namanye ama-pay masters or pay mistresses from SASSA na azosiza lapho.
Okay, siyabonga kakhulu. Siyabonga kakhulu sisizakele. Bhuti Paseka, what do you want to say to that?
No, sizosayina i-contract in the post office, especially ama-norms and standards.
Okay.
Ukuthi for a post office to be able ukuthi serve abantu beama-beneficiaries.
Okay.
These are ama-standards ukuthi kumele bawa.
So it's not all post offices abazobe bekhokhela.
No, it's all of them.
Okay.
But I'm just saying thina SASSA and post office will sign agreement, and agreement izoba nama-norms and standards ukuthi this is how kumele ni service abantu bethu.
Okay.
So such that ama-problems are so we can be able to attend to them.
Awesome stuff. I think it's also better nizokwazi ukuthi ni fast track ama-problems as they come. I-post office izonizisa izowazisa straight. And we're talking about Facebook messages here before siye ekhefini. Besiqale ngobonga Nkosi Mkhize bethi yena lamakhadi esinawo sizowenze njani ama-loans akhona. Bengibuzile uBhuti Paseka ukuthi what's going to happen to those loans, but let's take uSisilondiwe Itubesi lapha uthi mina ngiyafisa abantu behamba bethi bephuma kwisa bebhalisa she met abantu ababehamba bethi baphuma kwaSASSA bebhalisa umshwalensi waka multi-shore bathatha u55 rand mangimcela ukuthi bawavale bayanqaba, so angazi ukuthi kuyiqiniso yini. Maybe let's talk about these two issues, Bhuti Paseka.
Yeah. No, ngithi siyazi ukuthi khona abantu bahamba la bacamba amanga ngaphandle bathi nobona baphuma kwaSASSA.
Yeah.
And what they simply do they tell people no ngiphuma kwaSASSA and sithengisa ama-insurance, and we just want to make it very clear to a community SASSA does not offer any loan. That's the first thing. Abantu kumele bazi ukuthi SASSA does not offer any loan.
Okay.
So if umuntu ezakwazi ukutshela ukuthi uphuma kwaSASSA and uphethe i-loan ugcwalise lapha, you must just know that it's not true. Okay. So if a community can just know that we don't offer financial services njengosasa, our mandate is very clear. We administer the distribution of social grant. Kuphela lapho.
Kuphela. Uthini wena Mazulu? I mean, what are some of the things abantu mhlawumbe kumele bayigade pertaining to izinto ezifana nalezi?
Ukuthi i-information yakho and qaphela ukuthi uyinika abantu. ungathatheki nje kungena umuntu eminyango akutshela ukuthi usasa baye bagqoka bane uniform abayigqokayo and usasa like besisho ukuthi abangeni bahambe bethengisa kodwa ke esikubonile ukuthi the very same companies zona lezi beze ama subsidiary aka net one yibo abesebe bengena benza lemkhuba ekhulunywa ngayo khona manje baningi abantu abanama loans baningi abantu abanama funeral policies deductela imali zama airtime abangazi ukuthi leyo nto ifike kanjani kubo. It is very important ukuthi ungaveli nje unikezele ngeinformation yakho musukuthathe kubone ngoba umuntu egqoke ngathi uyabukeka bese ubona ukuthi ithenga leyo ndaba. Uma ngabe ukuthi unaka ukuthi ube ne-interest hambe ema-ofisini kaSASSA uyobuza khona ukuze uthole information ephelele ngoba uzozithola uwele ezandleni zezigebengu. Eyama-loan and green cards bakithi ama-green card are not SASSA cards and if awulidingi lelo card buyela kaSASSA uyotshela uSASSA ukuthi awulidingi.
Ake sibuke la makhadi mani ake siwabone Ntokazi awusichazele kabanzi nobabili nobhuti Paseka nisichazele what are we seeing now. This is the green card, so iliphi leli card?
Easy pay everywhere card. Now it's a green, but it's a green card because it's green.
Eyakuphi eSASSA?
Ega net one through a company called Easy Pay Everywhere. That's why it's EPE card. And indlela athengiseka ngayo kwaba iconfusion futhi nakhona ngoba uSASSA bebe operator same space shuthi office laga net one li same place ne office la where administration happens. Uthola ukuthi now maye fika umuntu no Easy Pay usethatha advantage ukuthi no sizoshintsha amakhadi ngenani lapha kulo yamnyango babhalisela i-green card. I-green card inama terms and conditions ayenye nje inkinga ngoba wangena ku-green card ukuqala uyithola iphelele yonke imali yakho. There's a monthly 10 rands fee that you pay for withdrawal of statements. You get paid about 2 rand something.
Mazulu, let's leave it there. I want to see the other card also. Lemhlophe but Paseka usichazele yona card ke lekumele ngaba ama social grant beneficiaries anayo.
Uyabona ke sifuna ukusitshela abantu ama beneficiaries we social grant ukuthi card le SASSA nali elinye elingafani naleli akusi card le SASSA. We don't know anything about that particular card. So sizocela abantu ama beneficiaries ukuthi bazi ukuthi li-card le SASSA alika change yilo eli-card leli kumele balisebenzise.
Mbukeli nali i-card elimhlophe elibekiwe lapho solo siliveza la throughout the show. Joanne ngizokhuluma nawe mesibuya Ntokazi awubambe nje kanjalo ucingweni. Mbukeli, let's take another quick commercial break. Unganyakazi yashoba indaba manje. This is our final segment. We do have uJohanna on the line from Ithembisa. Siyabonga kakhulu Ntokazi ukubamba ucingo. Umbuzo noma umbono uthi qabaqaba nje khona sokusiza nawe.
Unjani futhi?
Ngiyaphila Ntokazi, unjani wena?
Khona ngibona uhleleleni lapho e-TV ne?
Yebo Ntokazi.
So inkinga enginayo umntwana ngo-2016.
Yebo.
Umntwana wami ngamthola ngo-2016. So i-payment ngayithola kayi-2 kuphela. And nakhona i-first payment azange iphelele imali yakhona bathi ngizothola 670 ngathola 370.
How?
Secondly ngayithola lesikhathi kuzovotwa ilanga imali yakhona ngayithola iphelele. Since namhlanje ngithola ama 60 rand manje ngiyobuza bangitshela ngegesi ne-airtime engayaziyo.
Hayibo, unekhadi elinjani wena Johanna Ntokazi?
Lase SASSA.
Linjani?
Leli mhlophe leli la SASSA.
Hayibo Ntokazi, mawubuzisisa kahle bathi kuza kanjani ukuthi kudidathwe leyo mali?
Angazi bale benze bayafona ngithi ngiyeSASSA then bafona laba bafona banje ukuthi idliwa yigesi idliwa i-airtime.
Ntokazi nangu ubhuti Paseka la bhuti Paseka, just address umbukeli wethu please.
Yeah, no siyazi ukuthi kunama problems aso but into esicelayo nje from ama beneficiaries ukuthi if you see ukuthi there's money ebayikhiphile ku pension yakho ugcwalise nje iform do i-affidavit police station ukuthi angiyazi ke mina i-cell phone angiyazi nale airtime and so on, then you come to our offices so yakwazi ukuthi usiyiprocess and imali yakho within 3 days if it indeed awazi ukuthi kwezakaleni.
But lama irregular payments akhuluma ngawo also but Paseka, she says some month uyayithola imali, some other months uyayithola, mayithola uthola u60 rand, athole whatever. I mean, does that happen ukuthi imali ingaphumile samba leso uhulumeni athembisa abantu ukuthi bazoyithola?
No, you can see that there's an anomaly there.
Yeah.
And I think you can see ukuthi mhlambe information yakhe, someone has got information yakhe. That's why we need to follow up, because labantu balapha e-office usethembisa. Abantu base office yasethembisa, they are supposed to explain to akumelanga bamtshela ukuthi no
ukuthi airtime
they must explain, and if imali yakhe kumele ayithole back, they must make sure ukuthi bamncede. And ngiyacela nje kuphile aphindele officeini lapho, and yabona e-officeini lesasa angithi umuntu ufaka igama lakhe, insist ukuthi if bangafuni ukumnceda kune manager lapha kule office le, i-manager le kumele intervene so that nayiphuma lapha e-officeini ephume ejabulile.
Siyabonga kakhulu but Paseka, I think we've wrapped up our issues way to Mazulu. What would you like to see as a Black Sash when it comes to le lokhuzana le handover of a payment to a post office?
Yabona ngizocela nje uqala kule nkinga ukuthi le nkinga esinikezwe usisi ukuthi information that was given by a citizen to the state is now floating all over. In terms of Black Sash and what we've put forward, ukuthi information yama individuals and ama beneficiaries should be held confidential.
Absolutely.
Which is why we are hoping that this system will definitely do that. And this was an order, a court, in terms of the constitutional court.
Information ye consumer kumele ibe kulo muntu la inikeze yena
privately. This is even beyond the Consumer Protection Act, because say the constitutional court order that was given to us. The second thing is, if you need green card and awuyifuni green card, unelungelo lokuthi uyicancel green card, and akukho umuntu one right yokuthi athi kuwe hayi vele sesizophuma hlala kwesikhashana, cancela lelo card ma ungalithandi ubuyele ku card elizoprotector as.
All right. Ntokazi, awibambe lapho. The lines were not closed. I'm just sneaking in this final caller. Urifil uthi nje yena ngeke azasiyekele size sihambe engakasishethela impopo bacabanga ngalama grants. Siyakwamukela Rifil uthi qaba nje khona sokusiza.
Hello ninjani?
Siyaphila Ntokazi, unjani?
Ngikhona ukhuluma no Rifil kwaMhloka from Limpopo Staylob.
Yebo ma.
Mina bengifuna ukubuza ukuthi ngoba lama card lawo esiwasebenzisa lawa white ne.
Yebo.
Abhala ukuthi expire last year ngo December.
Yebo.
Manje mina bengifuna ukwazi ukuthi ngeke azasihluphe now or sizowasebenzisa up until basitela ukuthi sichange ama card or njani.
Sisirifilwe, ngiyabonga Ntokazi, yazicishe ngakhohle lo mbuzo. I wrote this question down when we came in and you wanted to ukuthi highlight le matter. Please ngicela u-explain but Paseka, siyabonga kakhulu sisirifilwe.
No, siyabonga for that question. We have agreed nama stakeholders wonke ukuthi card lesasa i-extension yalo izosebenza until December this year.
Okay.
So umphakathi must not panic. I-card lesasa even if libhalwe lapha expiry date 2017 December, sivumelene na wonke ama stakeholders ukuthi i-card leli lizosebenza until December 2018.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So isekucacileke lapho mbukela. I hope ukuthi utholile nali leli card. Ngicela ulibukisise mbukeli, ungathathi anything else. Umuntu mekuvalele ema office emahontshe ethi sign la ungakulinge ulivume. So what would be irresponsibility of consumer knowing that this change is coming but Paseka yini kumele ayenze to verify also ukuthi information that the state supposedly has is the correct information?
No, I think what we can tell the public now with confidence that our new system and a new agreement with Post Office seeks to make sure that nobody goes through that particular wall.
Okay.
The advantage is that we are only going to allow 10% if you come with a funeral policy, but added to that, we want a person to sign and bring it to the offices. Press 1, press 2, press 3, what. And even us, I mean, even if people who have been to school and so on, sometimes you get robbed without knowing.
Yeah.
A person just send you an SMS and say you have won 250 million, and people fall prey to those things. In these instances, I think at least we have built that wall and the data and the information of.
But Paseka, maybe just for the benefit of our viewers, can you assure abantu ukuthi the new way mhlambe Post Office is going to izogwema zonke lezi ikhalazo lezi ekade mhlambe abantu kade bekhalaza ngazo?
No, we can give that assurance that in terms of the systems that we have put in place, we are trying to make sure that we stop that particular practice.
All right.
But njengoba sekakhuluma usisi la ukuthi unfortunately those who have gone through to something else, they must come back.
All right. Mazulu, hayi Ntokazi bengisafuna ubuza ukuthi lama loans uthe wena umuntu one loan obekayinikiwe, they still have to pay for it.
You honor your debt, but in terms of how that debt, asinakhohlwa ukuthi kunane issue ye reckless lending.
Okay. Mazulu, I have to stop you then Ntokazi, ngeke izongishaya i-director yami uYohana uthi nje majali goqa uhlelo ngoba mbukeli sesifike emaphethelweni ohlelo lethu namhlanje. Ithi ngiphinde ngibonge futhi kuMazulu from a Black Sash nobhuti uPaseka usichazele kahle kabanzi ngesasa namhlanje nokuthi kahle kuzokwenziwa kanjani bese kuthathwa lama grant e-post office. Next week is another live consumer affairs topic live here ku SABC 1 Mzansi for sure with uSimpiwe from me uAlisha Ntokazi yakajali. Nisale kahle. Yilungelo lakho mama, yilungelo lakho mama, yilungelo lakho mama.